Hello there, and welcome back to Vault Hunters. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We are in a factory. I've added 3 more modules. Well, I've added 2. I don't remember if I showed you the one that I'm standing on. It is an auto brewer for strength 2 potions. It's pretty simple. When I throw the switch, we have our nether wart, glowstone, and golden apples come in. They get mixed up. We have a smart filter here that will pull out the completed potions of healing Mark II, which in turn will be pulled over to this spout, poured onto potion bottles, which are not there, but we have a few in here to show you, and then deposited onto the belt, wraps all the way around, and comes back up to my storage drawers. Next one, I just finished building, and this is semi-automated. There's no automatic input, but I did add this dispenser with funnel. So what will happen is, well, if you notice, there are 3 deployers and 1 press. The train tracks require 2 deployers and a press, and the precision mechanism requires 3 deployers. So I can come over, put the secondary components we need, so cogwheels, nuggets, Larimar, etc., in here, put the base component in. They will run down, get pressed, come around, go into this tunnel, and if they are complete, they'll come out this side and go down the system. If not, they'll come out this side, and actually I should probably put an extra funnel there. An extra filter right there for denying the final product so they don't accidentally come out this way, and cycle back around and cycle until they're done. I don't know what the scrap looks like, so that might end up getting cycled around until I put a filter on. And the final one, I only have 2 items right now that need to be haunted, and that is lapis and torches. But I've set up a haunter now, so I don't have to worry about taking apart my smelter to add a soul flame and haunting stuff and then putting the smelter back together. And these, like everything else, have a redstone link, and upstairs they have a redstone link with their proper signals and a lever, so I can turn them off and on when I need to. And I've just been clearing out back here using my old brick hammer, which I tell you is actually pretty awesome. It's pretty efficient now that I've got picking on it, and it uses almost no durability. Might be worth considering using a hammer with picking for mining ores in a vault. Haven't decided yet. I have expanded out our control room, and I've done the ceiling. So we have these laboratory blocks, the light blue, on the other side of each of these blue crystals, all of which are from auxiliary blocks. Because, well, if I go over here, you can see the stone through the crystal, and it doesn't look nice. But with the blue laboratory blocks, well, they match, and I don't know, they look pretty cool. So that's our ceiling now. Gives it a little bit of, well, a bit of a sparkle to it. But since we are now on update 8, well, to be fair, we've been on update 8 for a little bit of time now, they changed the ore generation, as you know. So I think what I'm going to do is build a train station down where that first level of my elevator exits out, and head off in this direction to new terrain that hasn't yet been generated, dig down, and make a new mine, and possibly get our hands on a lot more chromatic iron, because, well, everywhere I've been has the old chromatic iron generation. It's not great. So let's part of the reason why we made these. Put those in there. Put those in there. That in there. And let's run upstairs. This conveyor belt helps speed you up. Throw the lever, Kronk. Haha. It's getting stopped by that first one. Oh, that stinks. I guess I'm gonna have to take it off when it's not being used. There we have our first stack of train tracks. It's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? Oh, I'm a fool. The train tracks require 2 cycles, and I only put enough on for 1. So I need another 16 Larimar and another 16 chromatic iron. So Larimar first, right? Yes. There we go. Now it's going to cycle around, and I'm getting a bunch of train tracks. And I've never actually used train tracks before, so I'm going to have a fun time figuring that out. Train factory. Produce 1,000 train tracks. Oh, this could be a very good vault. Wraiths can spawn, so we can get our legendary bounty. Our non-legendary bounty is to complete an elixir vault, which is this. We have bonus ornate, coin stacks, oh, that was worth quite a bit, and plentiful. And apparently, all chests, I mean, everything's just giving me a ton of... that may have not given me too much, but the coin piles are worth a lot. Tier 2 fighters are worth a lot. These guys are worth a lot. I just need 8 wraiths. Now, I do have to be careful. I am dangerously low on durability. And an ore common room with plentiful. I just gotta find the spawner. He spawned right on my head. There it is. Where's the spawner? There it is. Wait, do wraiths not spawn in the in this theme? I thought they did. Gorgonite treasure door. Tubium treasure door. Right next to each other. And the redone crystal room. No more Larimar. The amount of spiders down here, you'd almost expect there to be a spider boss. I'm gonna need to go find a lodestone in a minute. There we go, okay. That one wasn't nearly as good as I was hoping. Okay, I want those living chests over there. Ooh. Okay, maybe they're not worth it. Not bad, 8,600. Trapped, Afterlife, Plentiful, Prismatic, Ornate, and Coin Stacks. $16 Painite, that's going to be very useful. 39 Beniatite. 23 Larimar. 7 Black Opal. And then we have the bounty we can claim. Right here. Which is 7 gold and 2 black chromatic steel. I have tried recording Nether updates for the past 3 episodes. And every time I end up scrapping them because, well, I didn't like them. But I have an update for you guys. Wither Skeleton Farm is done. I've got all 3 levels completely filled with Wither Roses. I did shrink them by 4 blocks on each side. It's only this one spot where if the skeleton spawns, he doesn't immediately aggro the piglins. And I had to replace 2 of them because, well, they kept dying for some reason. Well, not for some reason, because when I was filling them on, when I was filling the farms in, blazes kept spawning and kept shooting them, trying to shoot me. So now I have Bacon, Porky, and Guinea, as in guinea pig. The farm is working well. I do need to get my hands on the mega torches. I've got spots marked out where if I put a mega torch, it will get rid of spawns, and that should drastically improve the spawn rate on the farm. But the farm's doing pretty good. I've only been in the Nether for about 3 or 4 minutes, and I've already got 4 skulls. This will be more optimized in the future. I'm going to have a create funnel automatically getting rid of the stone swords probably compressing the coal. Might have to use a compressing storage drawer. Likewise with the wither bones. Skulls will go in their own storage, and I'll probably have a... I can't remember what they're called. I have one in my inventory, don't I? Modular router. I'll probably put a modular router over here at the pickup, and eventually the damage module, or get dark utilities, have them all funnel to the damage plate, and then use that to kill them off, so I can literally AFK back there instead of having to come over and manually clear it out every few minutes. But it is working quite well. And yep, that's a super close-up. And since I finished building the farm, I think I've gotten about 20 skulls in about 20 minutes. The skull a mint, very good rate for me, especially since I'm not using them that much. Though I did need 3 or 4 skulls the other day for a crystal. And we already got more skeletons. And we got another skull. Might want to see about getting a wither immunity idol and just stick it down the wall here in case I come over here again. I'm gonna have to watch that back because I have a gut feeling my recording software bugged out and just recorded the escape menu screen for the last 28 minutes. One bounty is to find silver scrap. In case it did, we just ran a vault where we managed to complete both our legendary bounty and our normal bounty, which pushed us from no experience at level 45 to pretty much level 46 in one run. We actually look at the completion window. 117 chests looted, 116 coin piles looted. No modifiers to speak of, but we got 22 gilded, 32 living. Fortunately, we didn't get enough ornate. The only thing we needed left was a sack, because we got the 6 old books that we needed from the wooden. We got the 5 black mob essence that we needed from fighters. Or is it from, no, black is from wraiths and skeletons. We got the 5 we needed from them. And the only thing we needed was 1 sack, and we did not find enough ornate for that. And you can't even blame the trap chest because we didn't get any trapped ornates. But yeah, that is almost enough to get us level 46. But we got some boxes open. So first the bounty boxes. Two fundamental foci. 2 black chromatic steel. 13 gold. 70 silver, 10 diamonds, vault diamonds, 10 vault ingots, 6 skill essence, some orbs of regret, a trap disarm that I'm going to melt down, common plus sword and chest, a couple eternal souls, and some mod boxes. Add that to this chest, and I'm out of stuff. I'm out of inventory space. Woohoo, that's looking healthy again. Up to 26 gold, 126 gold. And now the completion crates, which have been very nice to me since update 8. Like I said, very good to me. And we're gonna break our magnet if we oh boy, okay, let's actually use my house overworld. I can't think of the name of it. Backpack. That's what I call it. Oh wow, look at all that gear. Okay, 8 blank seals And here I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to get blank seals since they removed the ability to craft them. But in the past 4, 8, 9 the past 9 completion crates, I've gotten 14 blank seals. I think we're gonna be fine. I don't even know where to start. Well, okay, I do. Let's put our silver and our bronze in there. Pop those in there. And now let's look at all of our new jewels, which we have a ton of. Vanilla Immortality, I'm saving those up, so that's going to be nice, even though it is a min roll. It's rather small. This is even better, size 20 and 15. Size 13, Copious. Size 11, Gilded. Size 36, Gilded. We can get rid of that since we have that. That Ornate can be melted, as can that, and that. That we'll hold on to unless we have another smaller one. Those two can go. That can go. That can stay. A legendary, size 21, durability roll. We'll hold on to that. I'll get rid of pulverizing. I'm not using it. Those two can go away. That can go away. That's too big to worry about. That's too big. That's perfect. All those will be melted down. Let's look at these ones. 17 soulbound, good. That's far too big to worry about. That's pretty good. We just saved a small gilded, didn't we? We saved 2 small gilded. So that's even bigger. We don't need to keep that. Wooden we'll keep. Coin affinity and item quantity. We'll hold on to that. And no, we'll keep the axing also. Let's look at these 2 inscriptions. We have 11% completion in 1 minute 6 seconds and 1% instability, and 5% completion 1 minute 28 and 2% instability. So these are starting to add up. We're getting some fairly nice inscriptions, and we have a lot of gear, and I'm actually really surprised how much of this is common plus. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of the 4, 8, 10, 13 of 23 are common plus. That's a good rate. We're just gonna roll all these at once and see if anything's worth keeping. Magmatic chest piece. I haven't gotten that before. Oh, that's not even our good chest piece I'm wearing. Well, all those scrappy ones are trash. And well, that's 13 armor, 15 mana, and 6 item rarity. So that's not too bad. All right, we'll stick that aside. The leggings 12 and 13. I'm liking these. Their ability rolls are still pretty bad. That's a tier 2 and that's a tier 2. Of course, this one rolls a tier 3. Nearly max rolls it. Those pants actually aren't too bad either. Not nearly as good armor-wise, or resistance-wise. But they have health and they have item rarity. And all of our shields. Helmet. We have an epic plus pair of boots here. I wonder if Magmatic is a new transmog, because I haven't seen it before and I just got 2 in a row. 25% block chance plus healing 2. And this is 23% block chance, healing 2, soulbound, and health. I didn't even notice the thorns on that. Ah. Oh, the durability is worse. Now we'll stick that aside as a backup. Man, those aren't too bad either. That is, although I do like the transmog for that. The helmet. Armor is terrible. Resistance is very nice. Trap disarm is nice. Thorns I could do without. I will consider re-rolling this. If I can get rid of that thorns and increase the armor without decreasing durability, that would be a very solid choice. Boots. Why am I getting thorns on everything all of a sudden? So these epic furnace boots. 8 armor compared to 7 armor, so it's increased there. 2 health compared to 2 health, okay. No resistance, so we can put resistance on. Thorns, knockback, and regen. If I get rid of thorns and get trap disarm on them, those would be very good. I'll stick those in here as well. And I don't use axes. Said I want to hold on to that. There's no point in holding on to those. And the swords? Because mind you, my main sword... Well, we got the Swax again. Is very low on durability. And I can't repair it unless I use my... what is it called again? Resilient Focus. That will reroll my repair slots. So let's see if any of these are worth keeping. Of course it like... Oh, this couldn't roll any worse attack. I'd have to, well, I'll set it aside because I'd have to re-roll the implicit. I do have fundamental foci now. It's just hard to beat my current sword. And none of these do. This one comes closest, but I'd want to get rid of Baneful. Okay, I'll set those aside. And now I have a ton of boxes to open. Let's start with our guaranteed relic. It's the dragon head. We have the dragon head. That's nothing new. Ooh, okay. The fire element, we don't have that one yet. Unfortunately, it's a relic that I only had 2 of, so that doesn't help. Mystery boxes, which we all know what's in them. And our mod boxes. Oh wow, I got 3 modular routers from that. That's very nice. More Nixie tubes. Bundle. Stack augment for modular routers. Magic silk. Another bundle. Another deployer. A brass hand. A normal botany pot. Some augment upgrades. And a storage upgrade. And I'm actually keeping most of that in here now. And I do have another skill orb that we got, I think, from a mission. Not a mission. From a bounty. So just spend that. And for now, again, we're waiting to get speed 3 when we hit 50. But for now, we'll just put this into Hunter to help us search just a little bit quicker. Well, unfortunately, we did lose some of the footage from one of the vault runs. I use Streamlabs OBS, and every now and then it gets stuck on a screen if you Alt-Tab, and that's apparently what happened. So we got the audio, but none of the video. Anyway, next episode, we're going to be building a train to go along with all the tracks we just produced down in our factory. I'm going to have to rewatch Tango Tech and Corralis's create videos when they built their trains to figure out, well, how to do it. And I'll have to also look up some photos of steam engines since, well, I'm going to want to build a steam engine as opposed to a diesel or electric train engine. But that's going to be next week. Until then, I hope you've had a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Later.